Welcome in, everybody, and if you just came over from Lorena, welcome in. The Follow the Bradley's Fun. Let's see, Little Mouse is here. Hi. The mother-in-law duo. Hi. CJ, I've been kidnapped. Send cookies. I'm the ghost with the most fame. We're about to get going. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Woohoo!
3, 2, 1, fly. Cool.
Welcome back, Fun Fam! And if you're brand new to the channel, welcome in to follow the Bradley's Fun. My name is Rodney Bradley. This is an extra episode of The Dish. It is not the daily dish, it's a weekend dish, and it's extra because, I don't know, I'm just, Lorena invited me on, and I'm like, you know what? If I'm going to be here, why not do a little bit of an extra show for everybody? So 17 of y'all in the house. Mr. Fulton Mraz is here. Hello, Ron. I have big news today that Dr. Doofenshmirtz is in Disneyland. Ooh, Dr. Doofenshmirtz, I'm going to take over Disneyland. It's going to be great, unless I get thwarted by that Perry the Platypus. Oh, no. No, Perry, my nemesis. I will never let him thwart me, the great Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Oh, my goodness. So, yes, I've heard that Dr. Doofenshmirtz is in Disneyland. Let's see who all came over from Lorena or is just in the house right now. Little Mouse 27 is here. Hi, Little Mouse. The mother and daughter duo, Wanda and Destiny from New York. CJ says, oh, no, I've been kidnapped. What is up, CJ? Little Mouse, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Yeah, I want to talk about Beetlejuice a little bit. And it's Florentine. Oh, wait. Where'd you go? Yep. Oh, curious of the news. Yes, I'm going to go over that. And again, I don't normally do news on my channel. I'm going to try to keep this as uncontroversial as possible when I do this news item. But I'm just surprised because I don't see it. There is coverage on it. Don't get me wrong. There's coverage. But I happened to be on TikTok when I found this out last night, and I'll tell you about it in just a moment. So we will get to that very shortly here. And what did this? Lorena dropped us in a Disney hole, and that is good. Yeah. Let's see. And CJ's saying hi to Florentine, and Nina's back. Heidi ho! Yeah, Heidi ho! Heidi ho! Nina, I gotta talk to you in person at some point in time. We gotta meet because I want to know your. We gotta talk performing histories and where they may have overlapped and where our performing histories complement each other for sure. And Florentine says, thanks, Nightbot, going Shogi. Nightbot's just a bot in the background. I don't even know how to control it anymore. I got to figure out how to control my chat bots because I really don't know. Hope everyone is having a beautiful day. Go and check. This is really weird because I noticed coming in from Lorena, my signal seems to be better than it has been in the past. And then we're back. And I think we're caught up to Mr. Fulton Mraz. What is this? I see start over here. Wait a second. Is this true? Going Shogi with some super duper generosity to begin the show. Gifted 5. Follow the Bradley's Fun memberships. Oh my goodness. Well, you know what we have to do when we get those gifts and supers and all of these wonderful things like that. It's time for the big ol' celebration. And it's a little bit of a longer one than we've had in the past. So sit tight, get ready to dance and celebrate with us as we throw down this celebration.
Too much? Too much? It's a perfect! Wahoo! Oh, that's too much! Give me a break, I couldn't be more excited! Okay, anticipation is making me mental. But if they say yes, you can be on the show. I think I would go so crazy.
I'm back. Oh my gosh, I love the celebration. Oh, and thank you guys so much for hanging with me over the weekend here a little bit. It's not going to be a long show today. Just want to let you guys know that. But I do want to start getting to some of this news stuff. Now, this first thing is not a side. I'm not taking a side politically or non-politically. I'm just very, very surprised because I didn't see a lot of coverage. So I'm going to bring up the story as soon as I get. Let me make this tab. Let me get this tab ready to go if I can. And oops, I want to share the tab here. Present, share screen. And we pick that up and I'm going to share it. And I'm not going to share it yet. Okay, cool. So, by the way, for those of you watching the celebration, are there any Brooklyn Nine-Nine fans out there? I'm a big fan of that show, and I think it's funny. It's ironic because I always say that Brooklyn Nine-Nine is the show that does woke right, at least in the first several seasons. Once they get to the 2020, past 2020 stuff, it's a little bit, iffy. But that's because 2020 was a little bit iffy. It was really a lot of weird things happened back then that year, 2020, 2021, 2022. It's blended in now. And anyway, but the story that I want to talk about is what happened to me as that I'm scrolling through my TikTok. Most of my TikTok stuff is supposed to be about theme parks and people being live at Walt Disney World. And I'm not huge on TikTok. I had an experience where I threw something up on TikTok and it's gotten nearly 3 million views. And I got nothing coming in from that because I'm not monetized on TikTok and I don't even know how to monetize on TikTok. And I'm like, where's my 3 million view video on YouTube? Please. But on TikTok, I have this one crazy thing that happened and it was like a 3 million. So I go over to TikTok and I check stuff and I go over there last night and streaming, and it's Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who I'm a little bit familiar with, but not completely familiar with. And I see that he's got the Trump podium in front of him, and I'm like, what's going on? I'm confused, right? Because I thought he and Trump were on different sides. So apparently, what happened is that in the presidential race, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. dropped his own campaign, his own bid to be president, and has now joined forces with President Trump in his campaign. And I'm like, this has to be huge news. This must be all over the place. And I'm looking and I don't find anything big on any of the big media outlets, NBC, CNN, CBS, Fox. There's nothing huge about this. The reason why it's so unprecedented is because and I hope you guys don't mind me talking about this on a entertainment channel. I just think that this is interesting to me just as a I don't know, standby person who some of this stuff goes over my head. But didn't he start his presidential campaign as a Democrat? So started as a Democrat, his own party kicked him out so that he couldn't primary with the Democrats, and then they ran Biden, and then Biden dropped out, and nobody voted for their current nominee, Kamala. So that's weird. And then he, as an independent, he's switched over and now is backing the Republican Trump. I don't remember anywhere in history where a person started their presidential run as a potential nominee for the Democrat Party and is now coming over and actually dropping out and backing the Republican candidate. I've never seen it before in my lifetime that I can recall or remember anything like that happening. And it just seems very strange. Let me see if I can bring up this article from the AP, the Associated Press, just so we can kind of take a look at it real quick. I'm going to add it to the stage, and we'll put it over here on the side. Add to stage. Come on. And there. And then I want it like this. Like this. Okay. So, yeah, I know that Tulsi Gabbard was she was going to run for president, but I think that was back in 2020. And after the election is when she left the Democrat Party. And I think she's just an independent right now. And I know RFK was also an independent, but it's very, very interesting to see him having gone from being a candidate on the Democrat side to then within the course of this election cycle, going from Democrat to independent to now back in a Republican. I've never seen that before. I've seen things similar, but nothing this big. And this is kind of this huge. So it says RFK Jr. suspends his presidential bid and backs down before appearing with him at his rally. So it just RFK Jr. suspended his independent campaign for the White House and endorsed Donald Trump on Friday, a late-stage shakeup of the race that could give President a modest boost from Kennedy supporters. I've seen some of the polls where he was polling at like 10%. So it's just again, I'm just observing. Hours later, Kennedy joined Trump on stage at an Arizona rally where the crowd burst into Bobby cheers. Kennedy said his internal polls had shown the President Democratic nominee Kamala Harris, though recent public polls don't provide a clear indication that he is having an outsized impact on support for either major party candidate. That is clearly an opinion writing. Kennedy cited free speech, the war in Ukraine, and a war on our children as among the reasons he would try to name from the ballot in battleground states. These are the principal causes persuaded me to leave the Democrat Party and run as an independent. Again, I'm just looking at that and finding it interesting. So yeah, it's particularly comment a lot on because it does have to do with a sphere that is not my sphere here in YouTube. My sphere is, of course, theme parks and such like that. But I just found it to be an interesting news article that people aren't talking a whole hey diddle of a lot about, and it's out there. And I'm just kind of wondering how that's going to overall affect things. Yes, Ronald Reagan did. He left the Democrat Party. And when he was first governor, was he governor as a Democrat in California? And then, of course, I want to see that. Speaking of entertainment and crossing over, the Ronald Reagan movie that's coming up looks very interesting, and I'd like to see that. Yes, I realize what you meant, CJ. So we're all good. And did I see what is this? Did you see the video of Donald Duck trying some hot sauces? I haven't seen that. That's probably funny. I'll have to check that out later. I didn't leave the Democrat Party. Oh, sorry. I have to say this is Reagan. I didn't leave the Democrat Party. The party left me. So yeah, it's funny because I think Tulsi Gabbard had that same sentiment, and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. seems to have that same sentiment in that there are things that the party is endorsing today that might go against, freedom of parenting and things like that. That was one that I used to do back in the day when I was doing my stand-up comedy, as I recall, and we just had a very good time. Roddy and I used to have some conversations about different things, and I was talking about how did he have the wife that he had with the head? I don't know. Things are just different. Yeah, I used to do a lot of that kind of stuff back in the day. I used to do a really good Bill Cosby impersonation. And before we knew what we know about him now, or at least speculate about him, because I wasn't in the trial, I would say that there was a time when Bill Cosby probably could have been voted in as the first black president. I think that if he would have run for president in the 1992 election, he probably would have got elected. Maybe it's good, better that he didn't, but it would have been really interesting to see Bill go, I would like to talk to you people now about something that's very important to me. See, I want to talk to you people not about the pudding pops, but about another P word, and that is president. I could be President Pudding Pop, you see. Now. Oh, golly. I know, right? I can't get paid for a Bill Cosby impersonation in 2020. Stop. It is not fair. Hey, thanks, Lorena. I see you out there doing some editing and doing some lurking. I appreciate that. But anyway, let's get on to following up the stream that we just did with Lorena. And that is talking about the other park that does really good, cool things during Halloween. And that is, hey, Florentine. I see you going, Shogi and Disney Crush fans. See you guys out there. I want to talk about Sea World, the world of the sea, because they do a nighttime paid event called Howl-O-Scream, which I have not been to. It's the one thing that I haven't seen. I've been to Mickey's Not So Scary, been to Halloween Horror Nights, but have not had a chance. Hey, Emily. I see you out there. I have not had a chance to do Howl-O-Scream yet, but what I wanted to talk about is that SeaWorld does a really, really cool event also. And this is from my own video, so hopefully I don't have an issue showing it. Trying to put this on the screen. How do I do this? Yes. Okay. That's my son, Xander. Hi, Xander. Xander is playing in a different room today with his buddy. But this is from our SeaWorld video. And I'll go ahead.
Yes, I would try one.
I like that. Oh, wow, it is sour. Oh, my God.
It's slice.
That is super sour. And this picture is super crooked. I don't care. Welcome back, Fun Fam. All right, so this particular video is from SeaWorld last year, and during the daytime, this is what I think is cool that SeaWorld does. It's something that I don't know that any other park does. During the daytime, they have their Halloween Spooktacular, which is part of your entrance to the park. It's a free event, or free as in included with your regular park ticket, and it is the Spooktacular. And I'm going to see, entering SeaWorld, looking for the trick-or-treat trail. And okay, we'll go here. So every year they have a trick-or-treat trail as part of the Spooktacular. Now you're getting
You picked the wrong neighborhood.
Okay, we're skipping that. I guess I picked the wrong neighborhood. All right, so over here, you pick out your trick-or-treat bags. I got a bag, Xander. Yes, and this is where he was. They're $3.99 each, and maybe a discount if you're a pass holder. We'll check on that. Which one did you get? Count on the bag if you're a pass holder. So with tax, I think it was like $3.50 for me, ish. And we're coming up to the first station. Okay, I'm gonna lower the volume on that, and then I can just talk about. So there are a lot of these candy stations. Hey, OCDD93, and Disney Crush fan, this is awesome. Oh, hey, dudes. Thanks to all you ninja watchers. You are totally awesome, dude. I have to say that in the Disney Crush voice because it's Disney Crush fan that says it. And OCD93 is in the house. Howdy, OCD93 says, going Shogi. So we're on the trick or treat trail here now. For those that have not been to SeaWorld, this is again free. It's included with your price of admission, and you go back here. They've got all kinds of decorations up. This happens during the day, and here's the different candies. You can see we're getting Haribo gummies there, and it's an extensive trail. Since Go and Shogi, since you're out there, maybe you can drop the link to this particular vlog in the chat. I think it's called So Sour World Halloween Spooktacular 2023. So if you can find that on my channel and just drop it in the chat, that'd be awesome. And I will I will drop the link to this in the description after we go off here, but that way you can see kind of this whole thing about what SeaWorld does. I think it's amazing that they do this for free outside of, their Howl-O Scream, they call that. Not Halloween, but Howl-O Scream. And there we just we're feeding and petting the stingrays that are not very stingy, which is good. I'm going to fast forward it to the sour lollipops part. It's just really, really cool. They have all of these different. We tried to get the sour lollipops and they didn't have them. We had to come back for them later. But they have shows, and this is good. See, the thing is, Mickey's Not So Scary over at Walt Disney World is for families to enjoy. Nothing scary about it. Halloween Horror Nights at Universal is extremely scary, and you shouldn't bring families at all. You shouldn't bring the young kids at all. SeaWorld does both. During the day, they have this Halloween Spooktacular for families and a trick or treat trail. And you go through where's the bubble machine? I thought this was really cool as part of the trick or treat trail. If I can find it, let's pass that. But they you go through different zones where there's they had these bubble machines. You can back here. Stop doing the ads. I'm going to skip it. Skip. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, you can see the show. There's a show going on back here. This is like a story time. Great place to bring the kids during the day and cost a whole lot less than Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So that's why I like to emphasize the Spooktacular is just an awesome thing to do. And Jonathan Rubin asks, if I can put it on the screen, is SeaWorld scary or in the middle? So what I'm saying is that they are not scary during the daytime, and then they switch over at nighttime to Howl-O Scream, a separately ticketed event that I believe starts at 6 o'clock and goes to midnight. And then that's the scary part. So you can go during the day with your family, go in the night, get scared. I don't think that Howl-O Scream may be a little tamed down from what Halloween Horror Nights is, but it is a separately ticketed event. I haven't been to that one yet. I don't want to say it's around. See if I can find. I think I had it up before. Let me see if I can find how much Howl-O Scream costs. I'm just checking now to see if I can find that. And mods save up to 70% on tickets. All right, let me look here. You guys can see this. Okay, so here is the Howl-O Scream website. Okay. Offer ends August the 25th, so you got 1 day and 9 hours to get these tickets at apparently 70% off. of Hallow Scream. And so how much are those tickets? Let's see. We'll go to buy now and see how much they are. So right now, a single night ticket for Howl O Scream at SeaWorld is only, the regular price is $119.99, and they've got a sale going on right now for $4.99. That is a single night ticket. Then there's an any night ticket, which means you can just buy the ticket and then go at your leisure any night you want to. There's a SeaWorld and Guardians ticket available for $94.99. And then there is, and this looks like a really, really good deal right now, an unlimited admission ticket. Monster sales save over 40%. Unlimited admission ticket for $109.99 with no blockout dates, apparently. And that says, scream your way through every night of Hallow Scream SeaWorld Orlando with unlimited visits select nights September the 6th through November the 2nd. Valid for unlimited admission for one guest during Hallow Scream 2024 events. The event starts at 7 p.m., not valid on Saturdays if ticket with blockout dates is selected. So yeah, you've got for $10 more, no blockout dates. It's kind of a no-brainer. And there's a two-park admission ticket for $159 for Busch and SeaWorld. So there you go. Relatively reasonable when you compare it with some of the other Halloween events. And then you're saying discounted tickets at Walgreens. That's possible, but they may not be as good as actually buying from the website right now on that sale. So that I don't really know. But the other thing that I had wanted to talk about today is Beetlejuice. I haven't really talked about movies. Smoky Bubbles. That's what I'm trying to get to. Let me show you this area real quick. Not that, but this. This was a really cool part of the Hallow Scream, and I hope they do this again. These are real alligators at SeaWorld. And oh, come on. That was like a gummy hot dog thing. But by the way, you do have to use their bags. So that is the one that you didn't used to have to, but you do now. So they $3.99. However, when you buy the bag, just bring it with you the next time because you can go to this event an unlimited amount of times. You've actually used it to give out on Halloween. You can get just go to SeaWorld, get your candy every weekend, and then you'll have your own candy to give out on Halloween, and you don't have to buy any. This is what I wanted to show. I love these smoky bubbles. I think this is so cool. This was like the most fun part of the trick or treat trail, where all these bubbles are coming right out your face, and you can pop them, and they smoke, and it was really, really cool. I had a really, really fun time, as you can see, with that. But if you get a chance, go in and watch that vlog. Give that a like. It's Halloween season again. So that starts coming up. I don't think that one starts until September. They don't do that in August, but yeah, you can see me popping the bubbles and the smoke coming out. So cool. And then I want to find the next thing. Is pause this over here, and Kathleen Fantazi, my mom. Hi, Mom. She says, who needs to pay to be scared when every day is scary? Dude, the housing costs, grocery costs, life in America is really scary right now. Every day is Halloween. Yeah, you're not wrong. Saving the bubbles like Finding Nemo. I know, right? Anyway, lots of fun there. So I for some reason I feel like the hype around this movie, which is a very Halloween-esque movie, and I believe it comes out week after next. But I have not seen. When I look on YouTube, I just see there's stuff on YouTube about it, but I'm not seeing a huge amount of hype around the new Beetlejuice movie. So what I kind of wanted to ask is, are you guys hyped about it? What do you think? I don't know how that works when you try to watch a trailer. I kind of wanted to see, not the trailer though. I was watching an interview. And that's what I wanted to show excerpts of. Because this is coming out on September the 6th. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. It's so weird when you find something on YouTube that you want to share, and then you try to look it up again and you can't find it at all. It's really bizarre to me. There is a little buffering. Buffer. Sorry about that, guys. So here's my feeling about Agatha All Along. I am not particularly excited about Agatha All Along. However, we are going to be doing a daily review every time a new episode is dropped for Agatha All Along. So I'm going to be on a panel discussion for that. So look for that, and we'll see. Will I like it? Will I not like it? Will it be good? I don't know. I will say that the one of the MCU properties that I've liked the most that they've dropped on Disney Plus was Werewolf by Night. Have you seen Werewolf by Night, Jonathan? If you haven't, go watch Werewolf by Night. It is awesome, and it is a great Halloween watch. I am stoked for the Agatha. Yes. So I'm going to watch it. I didn't do Acolyte after parties because I could not bring myself to even watch the Acolyte. I have literally zero interest in that. But Agatha is interesting because I actually really liked WandaVision. And I like the character of Agatha, where I don't know that she needed her own spin-off series as much as a better explanation about yes, definitely check out Werewolf by Night, Jonathan. You'll love it. It's really cool. There's a complete black and white version, and then there's a black and white / color version as well. And there might be an all color version. I don't know, but it's like one of those things that came out. Everybody was really quiet about. Got great reviews for the people that reviewed it, but it's not talked about a whole lot. So yeah, we're gonna have those Agatha after parties. I'm interested enough to actually at least watch Agatha, and I will give it a fair shake. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully we enjoy it. I'm trying to find not a clip. There was something that I saw on YouTube earlier, and I'm trying to find it. It's where they had. That's only 2 minutes long. It was like a 14-minute long thing where they were interviewing the actors. Let me. You just typed in the title wrong. Let's try it like this. Beetlejuice, a Beetlejuice is the name of it. I wonder why it's just well, no, I guess that makes sense. It's only the second Beetlejuice, so they only say it twice. But again, I'm still only finding trailers. There was something that is it this? Nope, that's not it. That's only 54 seconds long. No, I am not seeing what I was looking for, which is so weird because I was watching it earlier. But I was watching it from a different channel, so it's not in my watch history. Very, very strange. I will show. What can I show? I'm trying to find something that I can show without it being like a big old copyright issue thing. Here we go. A lot of background noise going on here. Sorry about that, guys. I was kind of hoping it would be part musical after the stage show did very well, but this movie looks amazing. Well, the thing about it is like they're Beetlejuice. Are you talking about Beetlejuice or Agatha? Beetlejuice is it's got a musical number in it. It's got the whole Deo scene, and this is what I'm gonna share this. I was trying to find the Michael Keaton interview because he talks about something I thought was really, really interesting. And for some reason, I just can't. Don't know why I can't find it. All right, there we go. But anyway, so here you can see that there's a sandworms. You hate them, right? I am super, super, super glad that Alec Baldwin is not in this. And I don't think that they really would have upped the budget a lot because those characters died in the first but stayed the young age. They would have had to de-age Alec Baldwin and what was her name? I can't remember the actress, but anyway. The mother and daughter duo asks, how far away from Disney are you? I am 10 miles away from Disney. It takes me about 15 minutes to drive from my house where I live here to the gates of Walt Disney World. Roughly 20 minutes from my house to get parked at Epcot, 25 to 30 minutes to the Magic Kingdom. So there you go. Yes, that's what I was trying to find. Oh, yes, the Beetlejuice behind the scenes. That's what I was looking at earlier. But anyhow, I only bring it up because for me, being the tremendous fan that I was of the original Beetlejuice, I just think that I'm going to have a killer time with this movie. I think it's going to be phenomenal. Yeah, pretty close. Pretty close. I don't know if that's relative to how close you guys are to Times Square. But I don't have any Beetlejuice memorabilia behind me or anything like that because it's not very recent. Geena Davis, that's what's that? So Geena Davis was asked, that's who I was talking about. Geena Davis was asked, but felt it would have been tough to make her character the same age and look from 40 years ago, so she declined. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. If they would have put Geena Davis and Alec Baldwin in this movie, they would have had to still be the same age that they died at in the last movie, which would have meant de-aging technology. And I think that this movie is going to be about the story of the characters that lived rather than those two characters which died. So they were of course trying to get rid of people in their house, but now all of that has since transpired many years ago, and Lydia Deetz has grown up and has a daughter, and it's going to be really interesting visiting the characters now and seeing how the story progresses from this point, because we're going to have a different story than people dying in the house and wanting to keep it. We're going to have the people that lived in the house the whole time and what happens with them. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Let me look at. Oh, have we really been going for 48 minutes for this show already? I'm really surprised. I wasn't expecting that. If you haven't done it yet, please give this stream a like. Hit that thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, perhaps you're watching this on a replay, please subscribe to the channel, and that really helps us out a whole lot. And of course, click that notifications bell, because when you click it, you stick it to the YouTube algorithm, and you get notified of all of our uploads, everything that we do here at Follow the Bradley's Fun. What is up, Kevin of Tuber Chat? And if you are working on growing your own YouTube channel, please go check out Tuber Chat, because Tuber Chat will help you to grow. Kevin and Tuber Chat, that whole channel, helped this channel, Follow the Bradley's Fun, immensely. And so I always go and try and check out when Tuber Chat is on live if I catch it, and give his streams all the likes and the love that they deserve. Kevin of Tuber Chat, awesome. Go to Tuber Chat, connect and grow, subscribe, and especially if you have a young channel and you're needing the help. Everybody's it's like a whole. All of the Tuber Chat subscribers, a very helpful group of up-and-coming creators on YouTube, and we're all just helping each other. And the rising tide lifts all ships, so I love that. Yeah, I could go on and on about Beetlejuice. No, I don't have any other thing planned for this chat today. This was off the cuff. I was just noticing that Beetlejuice isn't seemingly getting the amount of love that maybe it should. A lot of movies this year have been overshadowed by Deadpool and Wolverine lately, so there are a lot. I will say this for the box office. Outside of the outlier last year, which was Barbenheimer was the only outlier last year that was great. That and the Mario movie. Mario was fantastic. This year, we've had a much better year at the box office as far as the movies that have been released. And I think Hollywood may be taking notice and putting less what people generally call wokeness in movies. My Celebration has Brooklyn Nine-Nine in it. That is the most woke show on television, but the audience knows it. And I think when woke is done wrong is when, and this is what people call it, like the critical drinker calls the message. It's putting the message into everything and into a lot of properties where it's not needed. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, the show actually tells you that it's woke from the beginning. Like, they're very, very open about it. They're very upfront about it. And you can watch it with that grain of salt the whole time and know what you're getting into, and it's still very laughable and comical. And they make a lot of jokes that they probably shouldn't, considering that it's a supposedly woke show. But it's like almost like they're saying, we're woke, but we're also going to do all those jokes that shouldn't be in a woke show because we said it, so now we're okay. Like, they're giving themselves permission or something, which I think is hilarious and sort of hypocritical, but really funny. But when you put stuff into shows for kids, when you've crossed the line in a big way. So it doesn't even bother me as much in like a bunch of Marvel movies coming out with female heroes. I don't have a problem with that if the story's done really well. Like The Marvels, I didn't love The Marvels because it failed to live up to potential that it had. There were a lot of, like, you didn't need to gender swap the villain of that movie, and also some of the story was convoluted and needed more explanation. But ironically enough, the part of the Marvels that I liked the most was the three female heroes and how they interacted with each other. I actually really liked that part. I thought their camaraderie was great, and I don't have an issue with that. But the movie could have been better if they weren't so focused on checking boxes and were more focused on writing a story. So that's what we talk about when we talk about wokeness: is focus in on writing the story and making the story great. Then the extraneous stuff is just there, and it doesn't matter so much. And then I missed out on Wolverine and Deadpool merch, like the popcorn buckets. I really wanted them. So the sandworm popcorn bucket sounds pretty cool. I will check that out. I don't go to AMC theaters typically, simply because my local theater, which is the South Chase 7, the Touch Star Cinema, it's fantastic. It is a great theater. The prices are lower, and they have an incredible menu of food items. I mean, and they bring them right to your seat. You can actually order at your seat, and they'll bring them to you. And they've got trays. They actually have day beds in this theater. So if you want to do a day bed and you want to kick back and you want to eat potato skins or a full hamburger, their hamburger is actually really good, surprisingly. So then they have all that stuff available at the theater. It's awesome. Lorena, if you haven't been to South Chase 7 to see a movie and you've been going to the Regal, go to South Chase 7. You've probably been going to the movie theater at the Loop or AMC at Disney Springs or at Universal. I would definitely check out a movie at South Chase 7 if you haven't yet, because it's cool. That's a great theater. Love watching movies at that theater. Anyhow, we have been going for a while. I do want to point out, again, I'm not sure who the members are because I don't have that up to where I can see it, but Go and Shogi gifted 5 Follow the Bradley's Fun memberships. If that ends up taking us to 50, I will be able to get a new custom emoji out. So I will double check that, and hopefully that ends up being the case. I'm anxious to get the new custom emoji. Maybe I should do Figment. Where's Figment? Figment back here? I should do Figment. I haven't done a Figment custom emoji, but he doesn't like Figment's one of my favorite all-time Disney characters. But before we leave, we have to celebrate these 5 new memberships with our celebration time.
Is it too much? Too much? It's a perfect! Wahoo! Oh, that's too much. Give me a break. I couldn't be more excited. Okay, this anticipation is making me mental. But if they say yes to the other show, I think I will go so crazy.
I know it's long, but I love that new celebration. I have so much fun. I had fun putting it together. I love all those scenes from The Wiz, and I've been watching a lot of Brooklyn Nine-Nine lately, and I'm like, I got to put Amy Santiago's Dork Dance in there. And I was able to actually sneak in a little bit of DP, a little Deadpool there for like 2 seconds, hoping that everything would be good as far as not wanting to get Disney, the copyright thing. Shh. Keep that on the DL. Thank you, everybody, so much for being here today on a special. And I'm not going to plan on doing this every Saturday, but maybe sometimes I will do this on Saturdays, have this special stream. There's a chance I might even get out to Universal today, but probably won't be streaming. And I might be vlogging it. Look for a number of new vlog type things to come out soon on the channel. And, and of course, also about my time as a cast member. That's still on the way, I promise. I just got to figure out a way to do it. Going Shogi says, been showing my nephew The Wiz. I'm showing my nephew The Wiz tonight. Been waiting all week. Oh, it's such a good movie, The Wiz. Ease on down the road. And Nipsey Russell actually worked in the 1980s with Nipsey Russell's cousin. Stacy Russell was his name. And they look just like each other. It was kind of freaky, but very, very cool. Thank you guys so much for watching today. And until the next time, like, subscribe, share, notifications. Keep loving each other. Keep having fun. We'll see you real soon. Bye, everybody. Ciao.